When Robert Smith splashed in the pool at Brooklyn's Flatbush Boys Club, he had no idea he'd one day join a military service that required knowing how to swim. The future Coast Guard commander and his younger brother were introduced to the club by a junior high school guidance counselor. The counselor saw that the boys, who had recently moved in with their mother after living with their grandmother, could benefit from safe supervision, structure, and positive male role models. More than anything, the club gave young Robert the confidence to dream big and prepared him to pursue his dreams. When he joined, he was a grade behind in school. But after working with the club tutor, he advanced to the top of his 7th grade class in just 3 months and skipped the 8th grade. Robert ultimately joined the Coast Guard, where he quickly demonstrated that he was a strong and innovative leader. His many contributions to the service include operating one of the Coast Guard's largest personnel services and support units and developing a diversity strategy. He has also helped to develop mentoring programs for middle and high school youth. Throughout his distinguished career, Commander Smith has never lost the love of learning instilled in him at the club. He has earned a bachelor's degree and 2 master's degrees, and he is currently completing his PhD in psychology. Ladies and gentlemen, Commander Robert Smith.
Good evening. My running form, it improved, so don't worry about me. It is truly an honor to be here, and in fact, it seems a little ironic because you all are honoring us when we're here because of you. I think it's important enough for me to take this moment to publicly thank you all for what you've done. It all started, my brother and I were living with my grandmother for a period of time, and then my mother, who had us at a very young age, decided to take her responsibility. And she said, look, you're going to come live with Mom, and we're going to make this thing work. And we both moved with her in Brooklyn, New York, to the projects that some folks may know the name of Ebbets Field. And just across the street from us, there was a middle school, which was called Jackie Robinson. How cool is that? And there was a guidance counselor there who, he actually met my brother before he met me, my brother Byron, who's here with me today. He met my brother and said, you know, there's something about you guys. I want to meet your brother and I want to talk to your mom. He sat down with my mom and the story was wrote at that point. They decided that we were going to the Boys and Girls Club. And I got to tell you, when I first showed up there, I wasn't doing great in school. I was struggling. We were in the season of transition because we just moved from living with my grandmother to living with my mom. She was making it work the best way she knew how. She gave us the rules, and we were good with the rules. She was very clear. I could probably still remember some of the bumps on the back of my head. But she made it very clear that we were going to be about excellence, and this was the first step. I remember going to the club, and all I really wanted to do was swim and play. And the first rule they taught me was work before play. And it probably frustrates my kids today, but that's still the rule. Then they started realizing that I was having some difficulty with my academics because, you know, you study, and then you don't seem to do all that great on the exam. And they said, you know, you need to learn a little bit more about study skills. So long before I was to spend, you know, $5,000 for Huntington or Kumon, I had the Boys and Girls Club. And it didn't cost me that much. How cool is that? So we went on. They taught me learning skills. They taught me study habits. They helped me to improve significantly academically. As they mentioned, I was behind, and then they moved me forward in the class. They taught me to believe in myself. I think it's probably the most important thing. You know, what you all do, the lives you touch, so many kids come to you at the 20% needing to be at least at 90 to just survive. And growing up in a place like Brooklyn, New York, you know you need help. Probably the most memorable thing for me from the club is going in, seeing a black male. Well, my father was not a part of my life, so seeing a man that's willing to stand there and tell me how to be a man, you know. we take for granted that kids will survive like that. We survive because of what you do. We survive because you teach us how to believe in ourselves. You teach us how to learn. You teach us how to be excellent. You teach us how to prioritize things that are most important in life. For what you've done, I've been successful in my Coast Guard career. My wife and I have had an 18-year beautiful marriage, and she still remains the wind beneath my wings. My kids are the motivation that makes me get up and do what I do every day. And my beautiful mom is still with me, and she gets to see all of her fruit and labor and all that your fruit and hard work and labor did for me. So I'll stop there before I lose it. Thank you so much. God bless you. Love you guys.